Hello everyone. Let me know how you hear me. Everyone is so silent. Write something in the chat. Let me know that you hear me, that you see me. Very glad to see you today on the stream. I'm just looking at my pure words, trying to find what is the concept here. Ah, here it is. So yeah, I think it's going to be the last stream when I am working on this character. Yo! Hello! And I think it is almost done. I just have several things which I need to finish. And I did some clothes. And if you want to know how I made these folds here, they were done in a couple of minutes. And instruction how to make these folds is in my Instagram. There is a reels where I explained how I made these folds, and the links to all my social media you can find in the description to this video. A second. So, you did a good job with armor. It looks amazing. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think armor and the skin itself were the biggest challenge for me here, right? And again, I want to, as usually, I encourage you to ask questions. There are no stupid questions. You can ask me everything about industry, inspiration, burning out, ZBrush, tips and tricks, whatever you want. You can ask me during the stream. The stream is going to be for 2 hours as usually. And so yeah, I always encourage you to talk in chat, to talk to me, to open your ZBrush and to start sculpting something. So yeah, let's start our stream. And what I want to do. Actually, I started modeling the sword. And I think let's look at the concept. You see on the concept he has a sword. So I think today I will work on the sword. What CPU are you using? Threadripper? No, it's Intel's. I think it's Intel's. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's Intel's 7 or 6. Let's look all together. It's not a secret information. I think it's in properties, right? So it is Intel i7. Intel i7, yeah. So yeah, I think let's work with the sword, especially this part of the sword. Sure, I don't like the new updates for the PRF. sorry. But okay, I will get used to. have here this piece. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this part and to rotate it twice. And placing it here. Oh no. Let's. And let's duplicate it one more time. And now I can just delete the parts which I don't need. Going to do it this way. And let's make not a boring stream. And how we can make not a boring stream? It's your questions. Give me a topic which you want to hear from me, and I will tell you. Maybe if you're the first time see me on the ZBrush leaf, you don't know I'm a 3D character artist in games. So maybe you have any game questions which you always wanted to know but were always shy to ask, and that means that I'm the correct person to ask. So use this opportunity, ask me questions, or I'm here to help you with ZBrush, with, I don't know, 3D modeling, with all the things. Modeling hard surface is not something typical for ZBrush, but I can say that pretty often I do this. Oh. Hello, Harsh Bias. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, Irina Yurivna. This part is a bit tricky, yeah. Definitely it is, but you know what? I'm sure that I will deal with it, and it's going to be looking very nice in the end. And as you can see, I'm using symmetry, not like usual one, symmetry by that axis. Do you know how to turn on a symmetry by that axis or by y axis? If you don't, let me know, I will show. A little bit out of the way. You are so beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's not out of the way. It's you can always tell me such things. Thank you. Thank you. Very glad to hear this. Compliments to my work or to me are always appreciated. Yeah. And as usually I have like a good tradition in the end of my streams to say some encouraging words. So be sure that you watch my stream till the very end. I think we will use a lot of that modeler today. When the first time that modeler was released, I was using just, I don't know, several functions, but then I started using it more and more. And right now I'm just using that modeler like in every my project. And do you use that modeler a lot, or you prefer to use any other applications for modeling, like not ZBrush, maybe any other softwares? Tell me. Who is here same as me, fond of that brush? Because I adore that brush. I think modern chocolate. Can you give me some tips on gray renders? I'm thinking of apply for only junior modeling jobs while I finish with textures, or am I doing something wrong? Junior modeling jobs. The gray renders, you mean I think the clay renders, right? Let me show how you can do this. I can show it's a little bit old school variant. It's combination of Photoshop and that brush, but I think the best renders, the final result, goes from this way of rendering. Let's upload the character. I don't know, not this one which I have right now, because I think it is too heavy. It's going to be, or maybe we can like do it on this one, right? Okay, I will show on this one. So let's choose. First of all, check your document here, the width. I usually for render I make it bigger, like up to 4K, resize it. But that's amazing question. That's amazing question, because rendering, yeah, I think it's like the biggest pain. For a lot of artists have this problem. So here we are. Let's find a good looking angle of view. Let's choose this one, right? Let it be a little bit lower. Can we say that he's gray render? I think yes. Of course, you can turn off the textures. And he's going, okay, let's do it this way. Next, what we are doing. After that, we go to rendering, and we need to render our first pass. The first pass is going to be without shadows, without ambient occlusion, without any specific light. So it's going to be just a flat pass. I'm sorry. So we put this pixels to 7. but for demonstration I will leave it to 3. It's like the quality of your render. Glory to Ukraine. Thank you. Yeah, glory to Ukraine. So after that we again go to render properties and we turn off shadows and we press rendering, which is oh my god, not control, shift R on our keyboard. No, it's not the end. No, it's not the end. Before this we go to BPR shadows. No, right now we don't need it. So yeah, shift R and we are rendering. So let's wait until the first pass is going to be rendered. After that we are going to save several render passes. So here we are. This is our first render pass, which is not nice, of course. I know, but the magic will start a little bit later. So we save this one. Let's create like a new folder. Let's create like temp render. Save. Next we also save the depth pass and we also save the mask pass, this one. After that we turn on we go to render properties and we turn on shadows, and after that we go to BPR shadows, we put in raise 100 and we put an angle 60. After that we press rendering again, which is shift R, and this time render is going to take longer time, but still we need this render pass. And when the render is finished we go in to save the shadow render pass, and then we will do several lighting parts, and then we will go to Photoshop and compose everything in Photoshop. I tested several ways of rendering characters, clay renders, and just in general rendering high polys. I tried Marmoset, I tried ZBrush, I tried Arnold, and by now I think that the result which we receive after rendering the way I'm showing you right now is one of the best variants. Let me know if by now everything is clear. If you render like that, I mean this character is not used in games. Yes, yes. It's just for your portfolio. It's if you want to render your low poly or your high poly. If you want to render your low poly, then you will not render them in that brush, because in that brush they don't have these soften edges. When you look at your if you upload your low poly character to that brush, you will see all the polygons will be looking like hard edges, and that's not what we need. Amazing work. Thank you. Yeah, everything's clear. Hi Nerd Dracula. Hi. So let's save this pass, and this is our shadow pass, so we also save it. After that we go to light, we click on the light once. So right now, well, by default our light is going somewhere from the front to a character, and we need to render the rim light which is behind our character. So we click on the light, we increase the intensity, and we move the light where it should be, and we see what kind of light we're going to receive. But before that we make our character black, and here again go back to light, and we can adjust the way we want it to look, something like this, right? And after that again we press shift R and we are waiting until this light pass is going to be finished. So next, when the rendering is finished, we are going to export two more render passes. The first one is going to be light itself, and the second one is going to be shadows which we receive from this light. Do you find that more professionals utilize Marmoset, Arnold or Unreal for portfolio pieces renders as opposed to using ZBrush for rendering? A lot of artists use ZBrush for rendering, and actually a lot of artists use Redshift for rendering. The thing is that we can render in ZBrush only high polish, when we can't render low polish. Low polish are usually rendered in Marmoset or in Unreal Engine. I think Marmoset like more popular because it is easier. If we're talking about Arnold, in Arnold we also render our, let's say, low polish, and also in Arnold we usually render characters which are designed not by the game dev pipeline. The characters which are designed by cinematic cartoons pipeline, where you have displacement maps, not normal maps, or when you have here, which was generated with XGen, then of course Marmoset does not support XGen. You can convert your XGen here to polygons and then render that in Marmoset, but well, the straight like cinematic pipeline is rendering in Arnold or any kind of renders similar to Arnold. So now we go to render. This one composed, remember we first saved past as this composed, but right now this is going to be our light, so rename it. I write here light 1, and I save the shadow. That's going to be light, shadow light 1. Right. 1. And next we go to light, and we are making another rim light from the opposite part of the character, from here for example, right? Let's make it here. We can make it on, let's do it this way, and again press Shift R, and we are waiting until the render is going to be completed. I really have a headache with low poly, with such difficult characters, and that's my weakness. Yeah, I can understand, but again, topology, retopo, the skill of retopo, and you know, this relief that you know how to make retopo will come with practice. If you have, for example, 3 same characters, the third character will not feel for you like pain, and you will feel already more confident. So the most problem, it's not a problem, the biggest issue is that when you're making retopo, you don't know what kind of details you can avoid because they're going to be rendered, because they're going to be baked on the maps. So you still don't understand. And the more practice you have, the more characters you retopoed and the more characters you baked, it will become more clear for you which details can be avoided on retopo because they can be baked. So that's a matter of practice. Yeah, rendering takes a lot of time, but that's going to be our last rendering part. And again, rendering in ZBrush is 100% much quicker than rendering, I don't know, comparing to Arnold or any other software. So we are done. Again, we save this composed path and we call it light 2. And then we also go to render and we save shadows and we call it shadow light 2 or light shadow, whatever. Right, save. And then we go to Photoshop. And here is where the magic starts. The result is going to be nice. I know this method and I can guarantee good result. So let me know if everything is clear by now. I'm looking for, so the first one I'm going to bring here, this composed one, this one, and then I take all the render passes which I have here right now and I bring them all here. Everything is clear, great. So here they are. We need to rasterize layers, definitely. And then our mask layer is going to be the top layer. Then we are going to have our shadow layer. Then we are going to have light 1, then shadow light 1, then light 2, then shadow light 2, and the depth is going to be like below the mask layer. So, and in your main layer we just turn off the lock, it should be unlocked. So first of all we go to our mask layer and we need just to delete the background on all the layers except the depth layer. So we select the magic wand and then we need to invert, Ctrl+Shift+I on the keyboard in Photoshop, and I delete background here, 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 and here, right? And by now I just need to create any background, just it should be in order just not to look at this checker here, right? So we go to paint bucket tool and I can select any color, and then I can always change the color by pressing Ctrl+U, and we open this menu, and here we can see change to any color, make it darker, make it lighter, make it, I don't know, maybe like that. By now we can leave it. Just popping in to say a quick in. Hi, hello again, thank you. Аня, привет тебе, спасибо. I am you. Hope everyone's doing well. Hi, thank you. So yeah, next, let's show how to composite all these layers. So right, next we are turning on our shadow layer, and here we go to multiply. Right now, let's look without shadows, with shadows. But the trick is that we can change the color of the shadows, and to do it we press Ctrl+U on our keyboard, Ctrl+U, right? And you can press colorize, and you see you can change the color of your shadows. I usually don't like, I mean, gray shadows, so I try to make them any other kind of style. You know, let's try this one. Anyway, I can always go back and change some. Let's leave these kind of shadows by now, and then the most interesting part is without light. It is like this part is always confusing to me because I always forget which layer should be on top and so on, but right now I'm sure that I remember. So we turn the light 1 and we turn on shadow light 1, and then we hover between these two layers, press Alt, and we receive, and we we see such a manipulator, and we need to click. Right now we have this kind of dependence between these two layers, and shadow layer we put to multiply, and our light layer we put to screen. And now we see the color, we see the light, and we can change the color of the light. We press Ctrl, we choose the light layer, we press Ctrl+U, we press colorize, and you see the magic. Do you see this magic? So now we can change the color, but before, I'm sorry, I need to change the background color because it just distracts me a lot by now. Let's make it darker, and back to light, Ctrl+U, press colorize, and you can change the light to any other light which you want. I think you can make it like that. You can make it more intense. Of course, don't do it that much. It is too much. And yeah, let's make it maybe yellow. What about yellow? And saturate it more. Now I think let's take the red one. Take this one, and if you want to enhance somehow the light or just the opposite, you can go to image adjustments, and here you have curves, and here we have curve menu, and you see, you can enhance it a little bit. Like preview, before, after, you see. You can leave it as it is, and if you want, you can just change the opacity, for example, if you want. I just visited your YouTube channel. It's surprising that you are also a stylist. Stylist? I'm a stylist. I'm a stylist artist. Red. Боевые баклажаны, red. Styled. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a stylist character artist. I'm not a realistic character artist. So this character is like semi-stylized. So that's like a big challenge for me to make something in reality. Next, what we are doing next? Is everything clear by now? Let me know. So next we need to work with the second light. So we turn on light 2, shadows light 2. You press Alt, and again we make this dependence. And shadow, the shadow light 2 we change to multiply, and light we change to screen, right? And we go to light 2, press Ctrl U, and again we colorize. And usually I don't. Your character would be looking better if you choose different colors for your light. So if the first light was red, let's make another one different color. Let's choose not this one. It's too cartoonish. It's going to be right. Maybe, well, not saturation, not that much. What if I'm thinking about the yellow? Maybe yellow. Let's try one more time. Or let's make this one. Let's try to do it this way. Press OK. And then we go to image, and same, we are doing curves, and we can try to adjust it even more. Okay, and I think of lowering the opacity maybe a little bit. Okay, I'll let it be this way. Next we need to crop our image. Let's crop it this way. Okay. Sometimes I like making like the cropping like this, like for Instagram stories. Oh, I think it's looking nice. Maybe you can leave it this way. Let's try one more time. There is a rule that if your character is 3/4 or your character is it's a total side view, then we need to leave in front of the face more space comparing to what we leave behind the character. So you see here, if you will, behind the head we have this distance, and in front it is bigger. So that's like another rule which I always use. Next, what we need to do, if I want to adjust the background, I can try one more time, change the background. I think not green, I think the red one, like this кабачковый цвет, something like that. Yeah, let's leave it like that, and then we select all the layers which we have adjusted already. We press Ctrl G, and next what we are going to do, it's almost the end, we can work with the depth sparse. For that, just in case, I always duplicate this group, Ctrl J, or I mean the group, I duplicate the group, and after that I turn off like the original group, and I work with the copy, and I merge group. So right now we have just everything is in one layer. And to work with depths, we need to select our depths, Ctrl C, go to channels, and paste it into alpha channel. No, I need to copy this one, the depths layer. I copied not the depths layer, sorry. Channel and alpha channel. Yeah, here we are. Right. Then I duplicate this one just in case I will spoil everything or I need to make some more adjustments. After that, we are going to filter. We go to blur and we go to the lens blur. And here we select alpha, and we can control the radius of blur, you see. I want the back parts to be blurred a little bit. I press OK, and now let's look closer what we have. Now almost everything is blurred, but we have our original one. So I can use my blur layer, select eraser, and erase what I want to be visible, what I don't want to be blurred. Everything what is in front of the camera. Maybe these pieces. This one. Like this. It's not obligatory thing, but I like it. Like making it this way. After that, we combine these two layers. And the last thing, which will make our character looking more cinematic, I will duplicate again this layer to show you the difference, is adding noise. So we go to filter, we go to noise, we go to add noise, and we add a little noise. Look here, just I will unpress preview. That what was still looks a little bit plastic. When you add a little noise, a little bit more noise, it becomes looking as if he's really cinematic. Don't make noise like 10, for example. Yeah, it's going to be too much really. But it's about like, depending on the resolution. Here 7, I think it's okay. I press OK and I'm done. The render is ready. I will even save this render because I like the way it looks. Let's save this copy. So I hope I answered your question. Was it? So let me know if you have any questions, if everything is clear. And I don't know. Do you like the render? Let me know. I find this way of rendering is the render which gives you very interesting results after creating this render passes and then compositing them in Photoshop. So yeah, I hope that was useful, and that you like my render. I personally like this render, the way it looks. That was really helpful. Thank you for that feedback. And what a good alternative to Photoshop. Oh, I don't know. Actually, I'm not a 2D artist. I think that a good question for 2D artists, for those who work with 2D. And since I'm not working with 2D, I'm totally 3D artist. So I use Photoshop for like compositing my render passes after ZBrush, or if I need to edit somehow my characters, or if I need to fix some artifacts from baking. So this is when I use Photoshop. Not that often, so I don't know a lot about other drawing softwares comparing to 3D softwares. You can ask me about like 3D softwares. So let's go back. Let's bring everything back. And I need to resize back. And I think I was working with my sword. Any more questions? Ideas to talk about? I don't know, impressions, whatever. If you want to follow me on my social networks, you can check the description to this video, and you will find there the links to my Instagram, to my ArtStation, and to my YouTube channel, and everywhere is useful information. For example, today I recorded a reels how sculpting realistic folds. So yeah, where can I find your course? My course on rendering, I have only one course. My course is on rendering, and it is not in English by now. I'm translating it, but as soon as I translate it, I will let you know. But unfortunately, by now it is still not in English. As you could notice, English is not my first language. Oh my god, I always keep on saying that. Great. Neither mine, but the art language is the same, the software. Oh, yes, definitely. I adore art. You know why? Well, like one of the reasons for what I adore art is because with art you can speak to thousands of people without saying a single word. That's amazing. But still, I know English. Same as you. Questions, questions, questions. You're welcome to ask me questions. I need to save because no one knows when the brush is going to crash. Better never, but still it can happen. Let's turn all the symmetry temporarily, and you can use bridge. I always use bridge when I need to close like such holes like this. And I also need to let it be by now. Maybe later I will do something to that. And I think we need kind of this piece here. And for this piece, I know what I can rework this one. So I will duplicate, and this one I will move back until it is and now let's turn off the symmetry and turn off the symmetry. Let's turn it, and we can do this, and we can make it smaller, and I can pull it down, and we can make it still smaller, and rotate. Hi guys, hello, Kush Amsterdam, hello. And I think to mask loop, magical ZBrush. It's kind of this way, and Let's try one thing. Not sure if it will work nice with such a form, but let's try. Let's go here and let's use, I forgot which one, bend curve. Going to the bend curve a little bit more. I want to pull this one up, and maybe I want to pull this one down. Yeah. Huh? Yes. Oh my god, it's one of my favorite tools. Amazing. And we go here and we press accept. I like using Maya. I like using ZBrush. I also like Maya, but that's like, I don't know, it's like first love, first and forever. Oh, maybe that's why I'm official streamer at ZBrush Live, not at Maya Live. And let's use our imagination. Maybe we can crease here, and we can crease here. Can I turn this? Oh yes, works. Nice. And I think this part should be higher. Yes, exactly what I need. Let's save the progress. Remember to save. I'm still thinking about here, maybe I need to add something in the middle. Maybe it should be like that. Maybe I should increase this part. And then this place. Let's think. Interpreting concept is like a big deal which we all need to do. And hi Annie, hello Sergio Bach, hello. And I think I want to work a little bit more with this part to make it like a little bit more interesting. Symmetry. Oh no, back. Symmetry. I think nice. I do think it's nice. Control S, very important, definitely, yeah. Yeah. I am facing issue when sailing. How can make it? Oh, I think I don't understand the question. I'm facing issue when scaling. How can make it scale on the axis when using symmetry when it course the angles when scaling. Yeah. I got the question. I usually turn off the symmetry. Yeah, I usually turn off the symmetry, scale, and then turn it back again. Привет, как ты пришла к тому, что стримишь снова в канале ZBrush? Тебе сами предлагали или сама хотела, или писала? Можешь на английском ответить, если хочешь. Почему и так, спасибо и хорошо, спасибо. Большое спасибо за вопрос. Я отвечу на обоих языках. Меня пригласили, они сами меня позвали, они меня сюда пригласили и сказали, хочешь на стримить? Я сказала, конечно, хочу. So I will translate the question. The question was how it happened that I became an official streamer for ZBrush Leaf. What that me who applied or like Maxon themselves turned to me, and the answer is that wasn't me. Maxon representative sent me an email and invited me to be their official streamer, which I'm very proud of and very happy, because for many years that was my dream. I wanted to become the official streamer for a long time, and I'm already a year streaming, for the whole year streaming here. So yeah. Yes, it wasn't me who wrote them first. Yeah. I hate topology, says Cash Amsterdam. No, you need to be good friends with topology. When you will become good friends with topology, you will hate it much less. Believe me. You need to become friends with topology. And what I also want to do, I like the way it looks from here, but I don't like the way it looks from here, because it looks a little bit too little bit uninteresting. So I think I can work a little bit more. What have I done? I know. Little bit more with this one. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you, Max. I think you can do it this way. It will not harm. It will not harm, right? And wait. That happens sometimes with that brush. Sorry. Don't crash. Save. I'm back. What do we see here? Hello, Decoli. Hello, Decoli. How are you? How are you doing? What if we try like this? Not sure, I'm doing something crazy or not. Well, I don't know. For me, it's a big problem. Not a big problem. The issue is that I'm a stylist character artist, and when I try to do something realistic, or I always fail. I always fall into stylization. So right now I'm just doing something semi-realistic, and still you see I'm tried. My subconscious tries to find some stylized decisions for everything what I'm doing. Don't like this side actually. And then I need to rotate this too. Ой, что такое? Not be lost. Ah. And maybe oh, make it massive. Who has recognized the music? Which game this music is from? By the way, are there a lot of people who first time on my stream? Let me know who you are. I will not bite you. I'm one of very kind and cheerful streamers. Well, actually everyone's here like very kind and cheerful. But still, I will definitely not bite you. Do you have a playlist? I just turned on the Darksiders, the Darkside Genesis music. Ah, you mean the playlist of my streams? I think no. I think I don't have. Unfortunately. Yeah, I think I don't have a playlist with my streams. Yeah. But you can find me by name. I stream every Friday at same time, same day every week, almost every week. If I'm not abroad, if I'm not traveling, then yes, stream the same time. So you can follow my Instagram, by the way, to know when I stream. If you want to, of course. Oh yeah, I can't. I want to make stylist. No, I can help myself. I just want to make a little bit more stylized. Can go with pure realism and so on. Did you find a way to opt out in meta training datasets? that? What is meta training but data sets? Didn't know what is this. If I don't know what is that, that maybe the answer is no. I'm a stylist character from France. I follow you on Instagram. Oh, Robin, thank you. Thank you. France, I love France. I haven't been there for a long time. I think I don't know when was the last time when I was in France, but I adore this country, really. By the way, people in the chat, let me know where are you from. I'm from Ukraine, for example, and I'm here right now. And what about you? Where are you from? Let's talk. Let's talk. Brazil, Roger. Nice. I've never been there. That was like that Brazil is in my wish list to go once when I have a lot of time. You're welcome anytime. Thank you. Nah. Here we have just a quick reminder. If you're still not following me on Instagram, ArtStation, or on my YouTube channel, you can do it just with one click right now. In the description to my stream, you can find all of my links to my social networks. I mean, those social networks where I'm really active. So this is YouTube channel, Instagram, and ArtStation. And I'm sorry, I was confused by the last question there in the chat. And tomorrow I'm going, by the way, to record an interview in English with one amazing artist. And if you follow the ZBrush channel, you should know her. So not to miss that interview, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I wanted to bevel this loop. Let's add a little bit more stylization as usually. Let's add it here a little bit and also we have this part. Так, I think you know what? I think let's and then let's separate. What we have here, and that's going to be detailed, that's going to be sculpted, but not sure about this one. It's like not so visible. I will what can I do here? What can I do? It's spiral and let's try one thing. I'm not sure that that's going to work. It once worked in my practice, and try it. Sorry. I need maybe thick skin. No, not thick skin. I want take this one. I mean that there it is spiral. So we can go to the initialize. Sometimes do it. Always forget how to do it because not using that often. Oh, it's different. I think not export, no, initialize profile. What we I think that's radius. Yes, it's radius. Let's make radius like this. Profile. It can be thicker. Oh, wow. No. the offset. What's that? I got it. Yeah, that's what I need. Let's what else we have? Yeah, let's divide it here more, and here maybe less. Exactly, that's what I need. Let's you know what, let's think this what I need. What if 10? 9? Yeah, 9 is good. Exactly what I need. I don't need such a long, so I can coverage. Oh no. And that means that we now need to go to. That wasn't thickness. It wasn't. That was the offset. Yes. Woohoo! I did this, and let's make polymer 3D, of course. And how am I supposed to crease all this? I need to crease. Okay. Let's crease. I definitely need to crease this little. And I think I need to crease this one. And this one. Let's crease everything. Why not? And crease here. And crease and crease here. And press D and crease level lower. That's here, maybe even more. Now let's smooth level higher, this to 3. Yes, perfect. So let's go here. Not here, here. Here we are. And chat, how are you doing? Hope you're not bored and not sleeping. By the way, what time it is in your time zone? In my time zone it is 9:25 p.m. Pretty late already, but still. This one should be separated and then deleted, and then we insert this one here. Oh god. Oh my god, too big. Okay. I know. Rotation. What happened? Oh my god. Okay, I know. Let's crease again. Grace, 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 Grace. Did you watch the film? An old movie. It's not a movie. It's an old TV series. Everybody hates Chris. I don't know why I remembered it right now, but I loved it so much. It's amazing. Did you watch it? I think I need to rewatch it. I think it's okay. Right, and save. Important thing to save. I always save because you don't. I know that it can happen that the program will crash just any time. So yeah, I always try to save always. And here we have like a very nice shape which I'm going to repeat. Guys, I need to go for 1 minute. 1 minute. Don't leave. I will come in 7 seconds. I am back. Chat, let me know that you're alive. And we are continuing. We still have 29 minutes until I finish. So you can use this time for asking questions. Alive! Eric, great. Yeah, we will have 30 minutes until the end of the stream. And you know what? I want to hear your questions. I always appreciate it. There are no stupid questions. I'm here not only just to show how good I am like in 3D, but also to help you if you have any questions, if you have any troubles, maybe with ZBrush, maybe just with 3D, you are so welcome to ask any questions which bother you. And of course I want to add here, and I will use insert multiple edge loop. I just don't know how to turn on creasing here. Don't know. I can turn it off. Keep polygroup. Ah, yeah. Finally. Okay. It's not. It's not what I wanted. I did something. Back. Yeah, that's what I want. What I need one polygroup and I don't. Let's increase. Just increase all. And just crease here where I need. Looks crispy clean. Everything is made with that modeler. Yeah. By now it is clean. That's because that's the blockout. But when I finish with the blockout, I will start adding the tips, and they're not going to be clean because it's like not stylization. And yeah, I started actually in Maya, but then I imported everything to ZBrush because for me tweaking everything is easier in ZBrush than in Maya. Just I love the brush more. Yeah, but thank you. That's good question. Choco beer. Eric, with characters that are topless, would I attach the head to the body? Yes, it is better. Yes. Well, the thing is here. Oh my God, that's a very good question. The thing is, if you're talking about the high poly, then yes, your head should be attached if it is topless and this seam here, for example, right, will be seen. But in my practice, if we are talking about low poly character, I had such situation at work when I was making a low, when I was already at the low poly stage, but there was a requirement from the client that the head should be a separate mesh, and the character on the character she was wearing kind of a t-shirt where this seam could be seen, and but still that was like we managed to do it that way. I managed that the scene wasn't seen on the low poly character. That's a matter of normals. You need to align these normals on both meshes where you have the scene to make them look in the same direction, and then the scene will not be seen. So that's about low poly. But if you're talking about the high poly in sculpting, then yeah, make it just one piece. What kind of drawing tablet you have? Oh, my favorite question. I do this question. Well, I have Cintiq. I don't know whether I can show it to you. I will take off my camera. So I have Cintiq, as you see. It's Wacom. Yeah. So this is Wacom Cintiq. I will put it back. 2 seconds. Yeah, I have Cintiq, it's Wacom, but for 10 years I was sculpting on Wacom, Wacom Pro, Intuos Pro, So yeah, I was sculpting on just simple, the simplest one, Icon Pro pen tablet, and I loved it. It was very good. The CTC just wanted Cintiq very much. That's why I bought it, and right now my since I have Cintiq, I feel like I am very much connected, not connected, I think it's bounded to being at home. So yeah, I don't know, that was a good idea to buy Cintiq. I adore it a lot, and I can tell you that sculpting on Cintiq is feels like your skills grows a little bit more. Yeah, of course it's not connected with Cintiq, but still. Wow, is that new Cintiq? Yeah, this is a new one. It is, I think it's from the 2023. The year of release of the Cintiq is 2023. Actually, I have a very big one, and at first it was inconvenient. Right now I have already got used to, but if I had like a second choice to buy another Cintiq, then I would buy a little bit smaller. This one is 27, diagonal is 27, and I think I would buy 24. Hello, vampire girl. Hello. Display tablet struggling with no display tablet. It's like drawing blind. No. It's you just need to dedicate some time to get used to it. When I first had just a simple tablet without a display, just usual when you draw here and you need to look into the monitor, I think it's inconvenient like the first week, maybe 2, but later you just get used to it. That's it. Can you tell me about your favorite brushes? Of course, Playly, of course. So first of all, I need to say that not all here, but my favorite brushes are not this. So first of all, it was of course clay build-up, and when you use clay build-up, you usually use it with not default alpha, but to use it with this alpha. I can show an example. Let's take a sphere. So the difference, let's reset it. So just make polymer 3D, of course. So like that's usual alpha. It's pretty nice actually, but I prefer to use it with alpha 6. You see, it gives me like more nice things, and when I smooth this alpha, which is round, is, well, I receive more smooth mesh. That's why I very often use it with this alpha or with alpha 18 with this one. Well, almost same effect which I receive. Next one, my favorite one, of course, Move Brush. We all know Move Brushes. Just super cool. And also I like using Move Brush when I need to just to pull something like very small, right? I usually use it with Accu Curve. I will show what that. If you go to Curve, and here we have Accu Curve settings, that means that you can pull just the one polygon like that, you see? So that's like one of my favorite adjustments to Move Brush. Of course, I use Dem Standard Brush. I usually use it with lazy radius, and with lazy radius usually put to 30. I found it like the most convenient. So with lazy mouse, you always receive like nicer floor of your brush. And of course I use pinch brush, and talking about pinch brush, I have like 2 favorite brushes. First of all, it's like this simple pinch, which is doing these things, right? What we have sculpted with Dem Standard brush, and we need to make this line thinner. We can use a pinch brush doing like that, or also with Alt. But there is another brush which I adore, which is called Curve Pinch. And Curve Pinch. And it is just perfect. Look what it is doing. You immediately receive a nice and pinch line. You just need to smooth like all other areas, and it's already looking fantastic. That's I use it very often. Another favorite brush is, of course, hard polish. I know that for polishing we have a lot of brushes. We have Trim Dynamic, which sometimes I also use. We have Flatten, but for me the most convenient is hard polish. I get used to working with it. I got used to working with hard polish brush since like my Darksiders Genesis life. And another brush is Inflate, my favorite. And I usually use Inflate in one with several adjustments, as you can see with like my all other brushes. So usually Inflate works like that. You see what happens? I receive these almost not visible artifacts here. I will make a print screen and I will show, wait, the cursor. I receive artifacts like, you see, here, here, here. So it's not smooth and I don't like this. And to prevent this, you can use it with lazy mouse, where we turn it on. We use lazy mouse and then we go to lazy step. In lazy step we need to put +1, oh, not +1, .1, and then it is not going to give you such artifacts. You see? Amazing, amazing, amazing tip. And another favorite brush is that modeler. You saw me using that modeler during the whole stream. And Morph brush is great and usually used with Storm Morph. It's impossible to use it without Morph Target. Morph Target we have here separate menu. Morph Target, this one, so we store Morph and what it's doing. So I can sculpt anything what I want, and then I can take the Morph brush and I can get rid, you see, of everything what I sculpted or of parts. Very often I use Morph brush when I make detalization, because sometimes I can just exaggerate the detalization and I need just a little bit to smooth it out. So yeah, in order not to just Control Z all the time, or just polishing or smooth or using smooth brush, so I can use just a more brush. And another great brush is a snake hook. This one I very often use it for hair. When I'm making hair I use it like very often. And I think and of course I have imported like orb brushes. Among them I use usually this one for details. Actually I use that to detail the armor on my character, and I use this one. And another one, this brush. I increase the intensity and I'll use it this way. So these are my favorite brushes in that brush. I think that's all. If you're talking about my favorite brushes. Yeah. The funny part is that I can draw idea forms just looking on the tablet surface, not monitor. Oh! Well, I still think that the matter of time. You need to just get used to it. I only recently found that Curve Pinch really good one. Yes, me same. I also found this brush by chance. I needed another brush, like also on C, and I occasionally took this brush and I did it and I saw how amazingly it works. So again, that was found by chance. It's just not something what was done for purpose or I knew about that brush. Again, that was by mistake. Hi Ryan B, how are you? Thanks, this will help me. It remains to learn how to make folds of clothes like in Blizzard, and you won, in that brush. Woohoo! About making folds, I adore making folds. That's pure sculpting. Well, again, today, by the way, today I recorded a reels on my Instagram, which you can check if you follow my links. Follow my Instagram, and the link to my Instagram recitation YouTube. Okay, you can find in the description to this stream. And there on my Instagram there is a reels where I explain how to make realistic folds in 2 minutes. Again, it is so simple. You can look there. And if we are talking about stylized folds are purely sculpted, and when I sculpt stylized folds, I use 3 brushes. I use them standard brush, doing something like that, right? I use clay build-up brush to enhance it somewhere, and again to get rid of some more volume. Then I could use like them standard again, and maybe from here, and maybe from here, and voila, you receive stylized fold. Of course, it's like the simplest one. And also I can use the hard polish brush here without, like that. That's how I make folds, and you can also use pinch. That's just example of a simplest fold, of course I know, but still when I sculpt stylized folds, I use only standard brushes. So as you have seen, it is clay build-up, then standard, pinch, hard polish, and smooth. So that's it. How much is that brush? Wait, I don't know. I think you should go to the Maxon website and check there. Good, thanks. You're welcome. Now, can you show how to make anime style hair? Anime style hair. I'm just thinking. Do you mean? I will open a character, and I will ask you, is that what you mean? I think I started here. Maybe this one. Just trying to find a character. Oh my god, difficult. Maybe, I think that was this one. Yeah, I think it is this one. I was making her during the stream, so I didn't finish because I lost inspiration. Do you mean this kind of hair? You're the best. Take my heart. Oh, thank you. I will take it. Thank you. Yeah. Aha. So you first of all, if you want to see like the whole process, you can check one of my streams from the last year. I remember that I was making this hair during the stream, and how to make like any hair, right? So I will show like on. Let's take a sphere. Polymers 3D. So first of all, what I need to do. Hello, ghostly girl 6969. Hello. It's my Vampy from Twitch. Oh, Vampy from Twitch. Hello. So we need to make just where is the character? We need to make just one hair strand. How to make this hair strand? So where is my Polymesh 3D? Welcome one again. My god, I have so many tools right now. So I would recommend you first of all take a snake hook brush, and you're making a hair. Just you need to make just one strand first of all. You can use Dynamesh. Too much, too high. Back. So you can use the move brush. You're doing something like that. We just need like kind of hair strand. Let's take a plate. I know, whatever. It shouldn't be looking nice by now. We just need something like this. Right? It can be even. Let's make it more like a hair. After that, what I usually do, I usually get rid of the tip here, right, and the lid hidden, and then I remesh it as low poly as possible. So let's go very low, even more, and when it is like pretty low and the topology it's regular. What I mean regular topology? When I say that the topology is regular, I mean that it goes like that. That it's not goes like or something this way and then it goes here and then like this. So we don't have these things. So it's regular. It's just like checker. It's just squares. And then I go to that modeler and I use stitch. So this one we obviously can put here. We need to, it sometimes takes time, and usually put do nothing to edges and do nothing to let's do it, please. Stitch. Yeah. So I need to make like that a tip. This one I don't know. And go back. Oi. Like this. Yeah, so we receive the tip, and we take the move brush and pull it out a little bit, and after that take that modeler again. I press D to activate dynamic subdivisions, and I crease some of the edges. Crease. And then I don't like the way it looks right now. I go to geometry, I go to crease, I crease level put to 2, and dynamic subdivision I put to 3 or 4, so the creased edges, they become softer. And then now I can use my move brush, and I can whatever I want, I can modify my hair. I can do it. An interesting thing, I don't know whether you knew, you can take Gizmo, and in Gizmo we have focal shift, and if we put this one somewhere here, and again this focal shift maybe higher a little bit, look what you can do. That's very useful with hair when you're working with hair. It can do such things. I think this is amazing. We can make such things with hair. Cool. So this is how I make hair, and then I just duplicate. Yeah, my camera is not working. Just a second, because it is. I need to charge it. Just a second. My camera is not working because I need to change the battery. Yeah. I'm changing the battery, so don't leave. Several more minutes. So yeah, now you can see me again. I'm back. So back to the hair. This is how I make hair, and all the rest what you need to do is just duplicate this one hair strand, and then just apply, like move it where it should be on your hair, on your head. So that's simple. This is how it works. Could you please share your name so we can look at my name? My name is Anna, or Anissa, or Anya. And if you want to follow me on social networks, you can find the links in the description. There is my Instagram, my ArtStation, my YouTube. So yeah, you can follow me there. Just checked the reel about folds. Wow, that's a great tip. We have marvelous designer at home. Yes. Why do you need marvelous designer when you have that brush? Yeah, everyone who haven't seen my reels on making these folds, I will show on my character again here on this character. Oh god, how big it is. On making these folds, you can go to my Instagram. There is like the one last reels where I explain how to make it just with 2 brushes. Do you review others' work? Yes, I do it, but not free of charge. Sorry. Oh, wow, that was cool. You're welcome, Ryan. You're welcome. Wireless camera. Yeah. What is her name? My name is Anna. I never knew about wireless camera. Well, I mean, it's not my camera is not just standard webcam. My camera is like usual Canon camera. And for this camera I record my YouTube videos and so on. So yeah, it's usual Canon camera which needs charging, and it works only from this thing. Eva, by the way, Ghostly Girl, yeah, Eva, nice to meet you. Yeah, thanks so much for showing. We appreciate it. You're welcome. The problem is that you are on the Pixologic account and I can't find any of your socials. Yes, you can find. You just click on the description to my video. Description, because I updated it, and you see there my descriptions. My Instagram, my ArtStation, so on. My name in Instagram is same as like the name of the stream, Anissa Genzho. So I'm the only one Anissa Genzho there, so you can find me there. How much do you charge? You can ask this question to my direct messages in my Instagram. How much is that brush? I don't know how much is that brush. I'm sorry. I think you should go to the Maxon official account, official website, and there you will find all the information. Maybe it's not according to the plan, but I'm interested. What were the difficulties when you were switched from a tablet to a Cintiq? Oh, great question. And the difficulty was that when you do something in that brush, half of your hand, like it hides half of the display, and that was inconvenient for me, because when you work here, nothing disturbs you. When you work on the usual tablet, you draw here and you see everything on the display and nothing disturbs you. And here, when I was making something, I was hiding part of my character, of the interface with my hand, and that was inconvenient. But then I got used to it. And the second thing is that it's like different angle. So here, when you have a tablet, you sculpt here, so it's like totally horizontal. When you sculpt on the tab, on the Cintiq, it's like on, I think it's called Molbert. In Russian, it's Molbert. It's like, it's not fully horizontal and it's not fully vertical, and your hand it get tight very quickly, and that was like inconvenient for the first couple of months, I think. But then I got used to it, so it's okay. Getting a display tablet made me want to switch from environment to character. It's so much for fun. Ah, great! I know a lot of people who I inspired to be character artists. How did you do that flower part? This, yeah, great question. And I think that's very often asked. And I think I have rose here. Let me find. Yeah, I have one rose here. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. But you can see how it was made. So it was in the middle, that was, I don't see it right now, but I just took a sphere. I took a sphere, I masked part of the sphere, which is going to be like a part of the rose, right? Then I went to extract. Oh, that should be like thicker, not that much. Like that, except then Dynamesh, lower resolution, like this, and I was just smoothing. Definitely it should be like done more carefully, not the way I'm just demonstrating right now. Then I moved it a little bit, then I duplicated, rotated, or shift, yeah, rotate it like that, again duplicate, rotate, and so on. So that what was I doing, how I made the rose. And like, where is it? Where is here? It's not this one, I think. So that was it. It was just, and then in the end this rose was looking the way you look here. So it's just a lot of different petals. That's how the rose was made. How did you do it? Мне сейчас как будто по голове дали, чё? Like canvas, как в мультиках. Would you prefer to work in tablet on Cintiq? Well, right now I prefer to work on Cintiq, of course. I got used to it, and well, I travel a lot, and when I leave the country, I go with my laptop and with my tablet, and I work even during the traveling. And every time when I start like doing something on the tablet after Cintiq, I feel like it's not really. It is already not convenient because I got used to Cintiq, so that's the reason. Okay, ground to video speaks logic. Oh, thank you, thank you. You brought my social medias. Thank you. Oh dear. Thank you for the answer. You're welcome. Там звук был такой бум. Это возможно, извините. I'm still thinking to try Cintiq like tablets, but I heard a lot of stories that people couldn't get used to, and that it just collecting dust. Oh no, of course it's not collecting dust. Well, I can tell you, I also know such stories, and before buying the Cintiq I was afraid that I would have the same, because I have friends of mine who I was working with, and she received a Cintiq for her birthday, and then, like, it was like several years ago, she sold it because it was inconvenient for her. She didn't manage to get used to it, and I was afraid to have the situation. In my situation was how it was. I have my YouTube channel, and I have two YouTube channels. One was in Russian and Ukrainian, and the second one is in English. And for that first channel, which is in Russian and Ukrainian, I had collaboration with Wacom, and they sent me for a test for 1 month. They sent me a small Cintiq Wacom and small Wacom One, which is also kind of Cintiq, but it's very small. And I had a chance to try to work on Cintiq for 1 month, and then record like a review. What I like or what I don't like. And the Cintiq which they sent me like several years ago, it was very small. It was really small. It was like half of the Cintiq which I have, and it was convenient, I mean, to work on it, but it was inconvenient because it was small, because almost everything was covered by the ZBrush interface, and there was also my hand, and so that was inconvenient. But I liked working on the tablet, on the display tablet. So I mean, the conception display tablet was appealing for me. And yeah, I also heard all the stories about inconveniences working on Cintiq, and I decided just to take a risk and to buy Cintiq and to work on it, and to try to work on it. And I can tell you that after 2 months, right now, I feel that that was like the best thing which I could give as present for me. Well, that was partly a present for me and from my mom, but still, that's so. If you have also same, if you also have same fear, then what I would recommend you, if in your city is a vacuum store, if you're, for example, in the United States, I think they have vacuum stores there, or you're in or somewhere you can go to try to work on it, just at least to try how it feels. I would recommend you to go there or to vacuum store to try how it works, or to, I don't know, to a conference. On conference usually they bring Cintiqs. So yeah. Which size you have? The size of my Cintiq is 27. Diagonal is 27. Have you ever thought about trying your hand at creating realistic characters? Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm making semi-realistic character. So this one is semi-realistic character, and another character which is in my portfolio, which is Cyberpunk girl. She's semi-realistic. It's not like pure realistic, but semi-realistic. I can't say that I like 100 like hyper realism. I think that's not what I like. but I like combination of realism and stylization. And yeah, actually also on freelance I sometimes receive receive projects for creating realistic characters. Not that often, usually I refuse, but sometimes if I know the client, then I agree. Well, maybe it's because it's a bit of an overkill in my area of work to already design, but I'm still curious. Yeah, but I don't know. I think we'll like Cintiq. Yeah, just my personal opinion that it just takes time to get used to Cintiq. It's not inconvenient. If it was inconvenient, it would not be so popular. I think Cintiq like display is must-have for drawing. For drawing, yes. For sculpting, it's I think still not obligatory, but still convenient. There are not only Vacuum, of course, they're just monopolies, but still there are a lot of other companies which also make nice Cintiqs. Привет. Okay, guys, I think it's time to finish stream, but before we finish, I always like saying some inspirational words. But there is a question. Can you tell us about most difficult, interesting character you have sculpted? Yeah, this one. This one is the most difficult. Because again, semi-realistic, that's why. Everything, when it comes to sculpt something what I never sculpted before, like realism, then becomes difficult for me. Yeah, so this one is the most difficult. And here on my art station, I think another the most difficult one was this one. This is because I was sculpting here. By the way, on my YouTube channel you can watch the making of this character. That was the most difficult also because of sculpting this realistic pose. Твой акцент тебя выдает. Ну, конечно, он меня выдает. Ну, что вы хотели? I'm using it. Wonderful. It's gorgeous. Thank you for the stream. Oh, thank you. But before we leave, every time in the end of my streams, I want to say like inspirational words. First of all, of course, follow me on my social networks. Next thing is my next stream is going to be next Friday, same time as today, as usually. And I want to say that when we are making art, when we are starting our career in 3D, we very often have concerns. We have fears. We are afraid that we will fail. We are afraid that we are too old, maybe, or that we don't have enough drawing skills. That we did not graduated in art and then you think about the industry that it is in crisis and all the things they make such a mess in your head. And sometimes these thoughts, this mess in your head can paralyze you. And what I want to say to you that if you want to make art, make art. So first of all, you need to make art and don't care about all this mess, all these fears of all these obstacles which you can face, because whatever profession you choose, you will have obstacles, you will have fears, you will have difficulties, and the more difficulties you have, the more obstacles you go through on your way, the better artist you will become, and the more valuable this profession will be and is for you, and you will be more valuable artist. So what I want to encourage you to keep on making art, to keep on growing, and not to be afraid of anything. If right now we have crisis that in the profession, let's say in game dev, yes, not everywhere is crisis, then that means that it is the right time to do art, because when the crisis will pass, then your skill will be enough good to be on the level with a lot of other artists. So don't give up. Always have fun when you make art, and watch my streams. My streams are never boring. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching my stream, and thank you for all your questions. They were amazing questions. I adored talking to people who are watching me, and I hope that this stream was helpful for you. And I'm going to see you next week on Friday, same time. I'm not telling the exact time because you are all over the world and we have different time zones. Anyway, you can check my streams on in ZBrush Live calendar, the website, and you can find every time when I make streams. So, did you delete the tutorials? No, I did not delete. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next week. Have a good day, night, morning, but have a good everything. Bye.